Coming up on Junkies. What are you doing with the fridge? Junking it?
We just wanted to shoot beer.
Like eject them.
Exactly.
Why?
Why not?
Building a hovercraft.
A hovercraft? My yard is like a mecca for high school classes and clubs that need parts for their inventions.
You're gonna love this.
What is this?
Come on, just come and look at it. Jimmy's gonna enjoy this. It'll be great.
Oh, don't tell me this is what we're here for.
Oh, come on, goose it. Oh, he's gonna clip it!
Do you need a part for a strange invention? Odds are you can find it in my yard. Jimmy's Junk. I'm Jimmy Ruaco. My team and I harvest and deconstruct discarded junk and sell the parts for new creations. We never know what people will come in looking for. One man's junk
Jimmy!
is another man's job. Hey guys, what are you doing with the fridge? Junking it?
Well, we want to keep it. We just wanted to shoot beer.
Shoot beer?
Shoot beer.
Like a fire hose?
Nope.
Like a cannon.
Yeah.
Like eject them.
Exactly.
Why?
Why not?
I love inventors, especially when they're creating something just because they had an idea and they want to make it real. These are my kind of people. So why do you want to launch beer?
I needed to find a way to get it from the fridge to the couch.
What if your girlfriend takes your place on the couch and she's not aware she's about to get clocked with a beer?
We thought about that, and we added a targeting system with a webcam.
A what?
A webcam.
You'll shoot it from your phone?
From your phone?
Yeah.
Wow.
You can actually aim it?
You can actually aim it with a smartphone, and then you press fire, and it has a 3-second delay, so you even have enough time to drop your phone.
Are you gonna have to open the door to get the beer, or will it shoot right through the door?
We're actually gonna make it so when you turn your phone, the door's gonna open.
So do you have that? Do you have any of those pieces?
Yeah, we'll have a little motor and some linkages, so.
So where do we come in on this?
Well, we did it once before, but we want to make another one just bigger and better.
We need the cannon, we need the tank.
Something that'll hold air pressure?
Yeah, something that'll take compressed air in and also let compressed air out.
So you need 2 ports on the tank?
Yes.
That'd be nice, yeah.
A Freon tank has 2 ports, a high and low.
A storage Freon tank.
Storage Freon tank.
A storage or recovery tank has 2 valves, an input and an output. Recovery tanks like these are used to fill or empty refrigerator units or air conditioners. So if we repurpose this tank and use it with air instead of refrigerant, these guys can use it repeatedly to shoot these cans and simply refill it when it's empty.
I think that's it.
All right, so now I kind of got an idea. Come on, follow
Sounds
me.
good.
Jimmy, I got a lot of cars to get to.
Get back to work. These guys seem to have all the software and electronics under control. We have a ton of parts at their disposal to help them upgrade and redesign their fridge. This is my first stop that I would look for something in pipe. Check that piece of conduit out back there. That looks like a beer can to me. What do you think?
I think that's about the size of a beer.
Now they need a dual valve recovery tank to store the compressed air and launch the beer out of the cannon. If you want 2 valves, I'm thinking of this bottle because I know this bottle's a dual valve, just like these 2 big ones, and it's the smallest one here. This recovery tank looks like it's going to be perfect for these guys. Its compact size means it can be put right in the refrigerator or anywhere out of the way of the rotating cannon.
What's the price tag?
You know, I was sensing that magic question was on its way. Are you looking to do the build here now at this point? Because that's a whole nother factor.
Well, I was hoping to build it here.
Okay, we'll negotiate it as we go.
Sounds good to me.
Good. I really want to see this thing work. More importantly, I'd love to see this thing launch a beer right into my hand from a phone. That's why I'm giving them complete access to all the resources in the yard.
Hey.
Can I help you?
Yeah. I'm a tech ed teacher at Talland High School. My student,
I'm Ben.
Ben? Okay. Teacher and student.
Yeah. Well, we've got this project going, and we're looking around for an engine to power it with.
My yard is like a mecca for high school classes and clubs that need parts for their inventions. They know we like to help them out and, of course, give them a good price. What kind of project is it?
Building a hovercraft.
A hovercraft?
Yeah. Well, the whole class is working on it.
We're very close to being completed with this project, but the final piece is we need a thrust engine and we need some sort of steering setup.
So what kind of engine are you looking for?
Basically, we need a horizontal shaft, 4-stroke engine, 10, 11 horsepower, somewhere in that range to spin the propeller and give us our forward thrust. We actually brought the whole thing with us. We figured it'd be easier to take a look at.
I'm dying to see this thing. Where is it?
Parked over here.
Let's go.
Take a look.
Let's go.
All right.
We get strange requests all the time in my yard, but it's not often we get requests for parts for a hovercraft. That's cool.
The class will be taking it out on race day, competing against other high schools that have built similar crafts. We're here to try and get some help with it.
This is obviously a lift engine. What is this at?
Lawnmower.
This is the easy one.
Right.
A hovercraft basically has two types of engines. A lift engine that powers a fan that fills the skirt with air, and a thrust engine to propel it forward.
The skirt traps the air inside that chamber, and that gives us 6 or 7 inches of clearance over whatever we're flying on.
So what exactly are you looking for?
We need about a 10 or 11 horsepower horizontal shaft.
This is obviously what you have calculated for your mount.
Right.
I have a couple. I just got one in recently, but I don't know if we have anything in the 10 to 11 horse range. The thrust engine that they need for this hovercraft has to be powerful enough to propel it at about 30 miles an hour. It has to have a horizontal shaft and, most importantly, be sized right so that the prop does not hit their housing. I see you don't have a wheel up here yet, though.
Yeah, we need something to steer with.
The steering mechanism they need is really quite simple. We can just use an old set of handlebars off a bicycle. I know we have that in our yard. Billy can just weld it together. What's your budget on this?
As cheap as possible.
Well, I was kind of figuring the budget knowing that it was a school, but I'd really like to see this on the water today. I love this kind of stuff. So the steering wheel, we have all the components we need. Billy, my mechanic, will be able to work on that right away. The motor, that's going to be a little more difficult, and I'll take care of the motor part myself.
Great.
While Billy is working with these guys, I'm going to start looking around for a thrust engine for this hovercraft. Oh, don't tell me this is what we're here for. What am I going to do with this?
Come,
I don't...
just look at it. It's fine. It's terrific.
This is Junkies. I'm hunting for a thrust engine for this hovercraft project, but I got sidetracked. Hale called me and told me he urgently needed my flatbed truck. He sounds desperate, so I'm going to help him out.
You're gonna love this.
What is this?
Come on, just come and look at it.
I'm not in the mood for this morning. Hale can be a real pain in the neck. 9 out of 10 times, I don't know what he sees in the things that he finds. And somehow, he always gets me involved, whether I like it or not.
This is James.
Hi, I'm Kira. Nice to meet you.
Hi, Kira.
How are you? So you got a truck?
I do.
All right, let's go around the back.
I'll
Focus
follow
away.
you.
A couple of weeks ago, I finally decided that I'm just gonna throw this thing online and put it in the free section. If anybody can come get it out of here for me, it's yours. Okay, here it is.
Oh, don't tell me this is what we're here for. What am I going to do with this?
Come,
I don't...
just look at it. It's fine.
What am I going to do with a hot tub?
Relax.
You're nuts. Listen, I don't want to have. I don't want to have anything to do with it.
Oh, just
no
give
way.
me a minute. Just give me a minute. James,
No.
James.
Did you even check this thing out?
We're mechanically inclined. We could fix it.
I'm out of here. You know what? You could have called me. You could have told me what was going on.
If I would have told you what it was, you wouldn't have came here.
That's my point. Oh, my God. I don't want anything to do with this. A hot tub in this rough a shape, I'm never going to be able to move. And more importantly, I still have to find an engine for the high school. But Hale is like a little kid who wants a new toy. And it's hard to say no to kids. You want this?
Yeah.
All right, okay, I'll take a look at it.
Just give a look. Just look at it. Kara, I'm sorry.
Why don't you give me a little history on this thing so I know what's going on with it?
This was never in working condition. It was here when we bought the house.
Never in working condition. Have you had anything done to this?
I've had a plumber come in and try to fix it, and then we realized that the other pump was broken, which pumps the heat into the water.
We don't need heat. It's summertime. The fuselage, the frame, it's fiberglass, it's still good. For 4 years, they kept it under wraps. This thing is good.
This filter in this whole housing is cracked over here?
Yes, over the winter, cracked.
Yeah, it probably had water in it and froze. So you're looking at more than a pump and a filter, Hale. I hope you know what you're getting into here. You're gonna be chasing your tail with this thing.
I'll get this up and running.
All right.
Okay?
Get you guys, do what you gotta do. You can have my truck. I'll take your truck.
Keys are on the visor. Do me one favor. Please, don't smoke in my truck. Please, please. This hot tub's super hot. I'll get it fixed. And James, he'll look at it. He'll be surprised. He'll jump in. Yes.
I'm trying to find a used engine with a horizontal shaft, powerful enough to propel a high school team's hovercraft in an upcoming race. One of the other yards I spoke to directed me to TJS Power equipment and said he might just have the engine I'm looking for. I'm looking for Tom.
That's me.
I'm Jimmy. I have the junkyard.
We're in Freeport.
Yeah. I'm looking for a horizontal shaft motor, gasoline, like 11 to 12 horse. There's a prop going on it.
What are we making out of this thing?
A hovercraft.
That's gonna be a tough application, but we
Yeah,
can look
I
to
know.
see,
It's
you know.
not your average lawnmower motor, that's for sure.
No. I'm always willing to see what's in the pile.
All right, that's why I'm here.
You repair, sell, and service anything from handheld weed whackers to ride-on lawnmowers, anything that runs on gas. Now, here's a small 5 horsepower horizontal on the back of a generator.
The shaft is probably long enough, but too small a horsepower.
We got a 13 horse here, but it's a vertical. Came off a ride-on lawnmower. You dead set on horizontal, or?
They got the brackets, they got everything all set up based on the blower on the back, so it's got to be a horizontal
It's
shaft.
gotta be
in the back. There's
horizontal.
no way getting around it. Looks like we're gonna have to do a little more digging here. This is a pretty big motor here, but it looks like a horizontal shaft. It's got a throttle on it too.
Pull that out.
1650, what's that?
That's probably somewhere around 12 or 13 horsepower.
Why would you have this here? It looks like it's brand new.
That came off a pipe puller. That was destroyed. Fell off the truck, was damaged and bent beyond repair. They scrapped the machine, we took the motor off then.
That happens a lot, I guess, huh?
Oh, all
And
the time. We sell, you know, hedge trimmers, weed whackers, blowers. They come back in 2 days and they're bent in half.
Have you tested this one out?
That's got no gas in it, so it probably hasn't been run. But, you know, if we make a deal, if it doesn't run, you bring it back. You know, I'm not gonna stiff you.
This pipe puller engine is exactly what I'm looking for, even though it fell off a truck. It's worth a shot. What would you be looking for something like this?
New, it's probably around $800.
Wow.
And it's off a machine already, so $350, something like that.
If you could see it in your heart to do $250 on it, it's a high school project. You know, I don't even care about it making any money on them. $250, I'd take it, and I wouldn't bring it back to you if it didn't work.
I'd take the $250
Yo,
for the kids, you know? $250,
that's
got
a
deal.
fantastic deal.
Yep. Glad to help.
I'll pay you right now. I appreciate it.
Glad I could help.
It's the end of the day. I'm hot, I'm dirty, I'm tired. I want a cold beer. 3, 2, 1, fire. This is Junkies.
While Jimmy's out looking for a thrust engine for this high school hovercraft, he asked me if I'd search around the yard for some parts we could use on the steering mechanism. I see we're using a boat cable.
Right.
Okay, so that's going to steer the rudders. I guess the easiest way for us to do this is with a bicycle handlebar
Okay.
and gooseneck. Then we're going to have to make it on the shaft here. We're going to weld a plate to this.
Okay.
How you making out, guys?
How did you score that?
We got lucky, Billy.
What'd you get?
This looks beautiful.
Yeah, should be right on the money.
Oh, let's set it up there.
This design doesn't have much room, so hopefully they calculated the mount correctly. The engine placement has to be precise, or the prop is going to hit the shroud. Okay.
Just see if we got it fit first.
Yep.
We don't want the prop actually making contact with the inside of the thrust duct. The tolerances are pretty tight, a quarter of an inch or less clearance.
Let's just check this. That's it. That's the right size.
The motor looks nice, but it wasn't tested.
You guys ready for a trial by water?
Well, yeah, but what are we looking at for a price here?
I'm sure that if we had to go out and get this out there, it'd probably be $600, $700.
Probably more. About $800, probably.
Okay. So it was like $250.
You're not supposed to tell him what you paid.
I'm telling him because you know what? We're doing this for the school.
You do this every time, Jimmy.
You done?
I'm done.
So you guys comfortable with that? $250 is my cost. The rest is on us. You all set up with that?
Just got to weld it together. We're on our way.
Let's get this thing done. We'll get it up. We'll get it in the water. Billy and the guys still have a little work to get the steering column and engine just right, but we're really close. I can't wait to see this thing fly. Earlier today, 2 kids showed up with the refrigerator. They want to turn it into a remote control beer cannon that can launch cold beverages across the room so you don't have to get up off the couch. But the best part is they're using their phone as a remote control. I set them up with some space in the yard and some parts and tools to get this thing built.
Jimmy's yard is the best place to build absolutely anything because he has absolutely everything. It's incredible. We kind of scavenged for parts. We found some old wood, a little plexiglass that would hold back the cans.
The pipe that we found we thought would be perfect, but it just ended up that there was a seam that ran the distance of the pipe that just would cut the cans every time they would come out.
So we decided to build the whole cannon out of PVC. So there's a whole other set of problems. When you actually turn your phone, some script runs that opens the door to the fridge.
Nothing.
What the? It just worked. But, there's a lot of kinks to be worked out, and, the pressure is on, to say the least.
How you guys doing, man? It's the end of the day. I'm ready for a cold beer.
You want to check it out?
Yeah.
All right, let's open this thing up.
Wow.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty cool. You didn't use that steel pipe, huh?
We found some extra parts.
You were playing junk man. Is that what you're trying to tell me? So, have you tested it?
We're still working out some bugs, but, we can give it a shot.
I'm ready. The work that these guys put into this thing with the mechanics and the software is seriously impressive. I can't wait to see if this thing will launch me a beer. Okay, Ryan, it's the end of the day. I'm hot, I'm dirty, I'm tired. I want a cold beer.
All you gotta do is turn the phone to open the door.
Oh, this way like this?
Yep.
Yeah, there you go.
There you go.
There it
Wow.
is.
All right, so now what you're seeing is the camera looking at us with crosshairs so that you can aim it, and then you pick a beer.
Okay, beer 1. Yo.
Aim it.
Go a little more, and that's about perfect.
Okay. 3, 2, 1, fire. Whoa. Yeah, that's cool. As long as I'm not doing it in my living room. It's not exactly what I bargained for.
They say technology and beer don't mix very well.
You want to try again?
Yeah, I think I should fire and put the phone down.
Or hand it to me. It's even better.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do it.
This beer cannon has a lot of potential. If this next launch is catchable, I think I might knock it a little off the bill. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, fire. All right, okay.
Right?
All right,
Boom.
yeah.
Who's a pro?
Okay, that worked. 1, 2, 3, fire. Wow.
There's a lot of kinks to be worked out, but I think it was a step in the right direction. It shows potential for a lot of greater things to come.
Well, I'll tell you, I think it works real cool. You know what? We'll make it 90 bucks, cut you some slack. I'm not going to charge any extras for any of this stuff.
It sounds good? Yeah.
All right, good. You got it.
All right, Jimmy.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks a lot.
That was fun. This is Junkies. Billy and the guys just finished getting this hovercraft together, and we're ready to test this thing out. There's a quiet lake near the yard with a boat ramp. It's a perfect place for our maiden voyage. You got 14 guys back there that worked on this thing, counting on you. You ready to get this going?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I've never flown a hovercraft before, so it'll be a new experience, and I'm kind of nervous.
We got some pretty heavy wind blowing this direction. So when you go out, give it plenty of gas when you make your turn, because that thrust is what's going to bring this back around.
All right. Let the wind get on your back and hammer it.
That's it. Wind in your tail. Is it supposed to dip like that?
We're okay.
He's doing good on that
Well,
thing.
now he's got a dock. Attaboy, attaboy. Oh, come on, goose it, goose it, goose it. Oh, he's going to clip it.
Whoa, whoa. The hovercraft is pretty awesome, but I think Ben's gonna need a little practice if he hopes to win a race with it.
You did it! You did it! Awesome!
You had us a little scared there. I thought you were gonna miss there on the corner.
Everybody crashes on the first test run. Take it from me.
That was great! We got a great engine, we had a great place to test it out, and that just proved the reliability of this craft even more than I had anticipated.
Hell. Yo,
Yeah.
what the
You know, I was gonna bring it to my house, but
I'm gonna kill you.
it's working. I hooked it up to the heater. Look at the temperature's set. The temperature's perfect.
I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, you'll enjoy it.
What is this? What's this? The radiator. Propane heater running.
I have water running through the radiator, which is being heated by the propane heater.
You're sitting on top of 275 gallons of diesel with a propane heater on the top in the sun, water leaking out, connected to a fire hydrant, and besides that, we're out in public here and you're naked.
So, what do you want to do? You coming in?
Enjoy your soap and your bubbles, because I'm cutting the water off on this thing, and when it's drained out, I'm crushing this thing.
Oh.
And if you're in it, you're going in the crusher with it. Enjoy it while it lasts.
Can you send up that cooler?
Park this over here, get me that machine, we're gonna fire up the press.
What about the pizzas I ordered?